on the island just made a critical discovery. The Constant has a poison chip embedded in his neck. A failsafe, in case he's compromised.
Damn it. We should have expected something like this. So, we subdue the Constant before he has time to react.
Not that simple. The device is remote triggered, and during his stay on the island, 2 kill switches have been entrusted to twin sisters Zoe and Sophia Washington, 2 young, ambitious Providence operatives and newly appointed chairwomen of the Ark Society. Apparently, even the Constant is unaware of this arrangement.
Right, change of plans. We divide and conquer. 47 takes out the Washingtons, while I figure out a way to get the Constant off the island. It'll be tight, but once we're back at the ship, we should be able to surgically remove the chip before the partners have time to react. 47?
Tell me about the targets.
I know them from the archive. Zoe and Sophia's father is president of a powerful conservative think tank, one of Providence's prime assets. The apples don't fall far from the tree.
No saints either. According to ICA files, the twins are pampered socialites who get their kicks from treasure hunting. Commanding a band of trigger-happy mercenaries, Zoe and Sophia prowl the world in search for ancient relics. With little regard for local culture or even human life, they stop at nothing to claim their prize. Well, collateral damage they may be, but safe to say, they have it coming.
Hello, welcome to the Rude Rivals World Championships 2022. We are here today with Astori versus Frivolous. I'm going to have trouble saying that today, aren't I? In Group G. Here we'll be heading to the RRWC22 for our first map here, and we'll be heading to Colorado afterwards, and another not of the nicest maps after Colorado. So we have a hard set of maps, so to say. But I am going to look forward to it. RRWC22 is a very good map, in my opinion. Shame this. Sorry, well, I don't know what just happened, but I think, yeah, I'm guessing it's to sign up, and silly me, I forgot to, I forgot I had I turned off the thing where it automatically refreshed while changing scenes. I've got to manually refresh streams and actually load them up when the stream goes live. But yeah, 30 seconds before our Segal spin. Of course, I talked about this all the time recently with Segal, you know, the improvements in strategy, etc. Disguise grabs and target isolations have been improved and made so much more efficient lately that a spin that we might not have seen as a record spin in RR8 even is probably a record spin now, and yeah, it's definitely going to be interesting to hear what will happen as our first spin will be coming very shortly here, as we will have Zoe Washington shotgun as the chef and Sophia Washington science pistol as the castle staff. Yeah, it's a record spin for sure, 100%. But if they go for it, I don't know. Of course, you could say, especially Fame. I think Fame was the one that did the chef start strat, getting Zoe down straight away from the chef start. Of course, you can have your shotgun stash in the Hyborian and shoot her from the bridge, and that's always good, isn't it? And then, of course, you bring the Kruger for Sophia, the castle staff right nearby. So this is actually a quick spin of Frivolous. I'm gonna struggle. I'm gonna struggle with this. We'll be the first to load in here. We'll start on the Architect, however. So he's going for a quick Sophia kill, so to say. We'll use the gold bar to distract her. Of course, it's not the bump lure. She does see the gold bar, of course, and we'll be able to place it down here and get a nice little lure off onto her. Really good stuff for Frivolous. Here we get a knockout onto Sophia as well. Really good stuff here. We'll have to gyro into this side room, the Hyborian room, where the stash is. Of course, we'll have to do a throw distraction in here to get the castle staff himself. So it's going to be interesting to see what one he actually grabs for this kill. Of course, this will get a guard's attention, I think. I'm pretty sure. But no, yeah, it will. So you have to knock out a guard here. Again, it's not the end of the world. You can just knock out the guard here and do another throw distraction. You just waste a little bit more time, so to say, as the story does load in as the chef is what I would have expected, so to say. You can get a really quick kill on Zoe. We'll crowbar from this door, but of course it's an illegal action, so we'll have an early restart coming through. Has a Kruger, of course, so he can do a distraction shot if he wanted to, as Frivolous will be distracting a castle staff here. for a quick grab off onto one. Really good start indeed from both players. So yeah, Frivolous with the first kill of the game down to Sophia Washington. So yeah, good stuff. We'll also pick up a shotgun. In the meantime, so it seems to be we'll be going for MOC for Zoe at this point. Nothing more we can do really. As Astori, where does he go for his shotgun stash? Somewhere. The morgue, of course the morgue. Where else would you get it? I'm pretty sure he had a stash in there. Yeah, it seems to be a briefcase with a shotgun. So we'll be at kill onto Zoe first. It's interesting really seeing what differences people go for in terms of kills and what targets they go for first. And that's the variety we get with Arsegal now. And I really do enjoy seeing this map a lot more than what I used to. You know, it's a map that most people don't like on their first playthrough, but the more you play it, the more you love it really. As Frivolous in the MOC room now. Can't knock out this guard straight away. We'll be seen by the custodian, I think. And yeah, we'll have a rip coming in here. As Astori will also make his way up into the MOC room. Has the chef disguise and the shotgun on his back. But shouldn't be much of an issue here. Good stuff indeed coming through from both players at this moment in time. So yeah, Frivolous will be loading back in. Nothing wrong with this strat really. Loading back in, of course, into the architect where he did last time. The story now also doing the MOC loom. Will get a corner subdue off onto a guard, but of course does reset, and we'll replan here completely. So obviously wants to go for something different here. We'll swap out the gas device for a explosive phone. I'm sure you won't see the explosive phone used for its explosiveness, although surprise me Astori. Probably just for a distraction more than anything. Of course, has a longer distraction radius than everything else, but Frivolous again does get a knockout on to Sophia. Just final drag her into the Hyperborean showroom once more. Astori ripping once more to the chef here. Mate, I didn't actually time you out. I didn't do that. So it's Modabus. Go on, fess up. It had to have been Franium. Franium's my guess on who did it. But yeah, good from Frivolous here. We're not wasting time like he did last time, or you could say, by actually using the gold bar to actually lure the castle staff. I really do like that. Gets him into a more favourable position. We'll do a throw distraction anyways, which will be heard by the guard. In fun would not abuse more powers like that, so it would have been in fun. But Frivolous back to where he was really last time by having to knock out this. Oh, unconscious winners for that. Unconscious winners for that. What a shame for Frivolous there. Loading back in once more. And wow, that is really, really unfortunate for Frivolous there. That restarts as Astori make his way back through here as the chef. He will miss Sophia, so this seems he was going for the phone to try and distract her. Of course, there is the new strat with the chef start and being able to actually do this phone lure off. Sorry, I've just seen Matty Spice's comment. Sorry, and actually getting this phone distraction successfully off onto Zoe, but Frivolous once more will do this castle staff distraction here. Of course, we'll actually make a guard investigator once more. We'll get knocked out just in time. Holy shit, Friv. Fucking hell. Fucking hell, man. That was close for Frivolous here. We'll do another throw distraction again to distract this castle staff here. Really good stuff from the pair of them here. Astori knocking out everyone and everyone really in this area. With the phone distractions. Don't dump them too close. Don't want anyone falling off here as Frivolous will swap back into the castles or swap into it again for the second time round, and we'll get this Sophia kill for the second time round, and we'll swap into the architect disguise. I'm sure that's not what he wanted, and yeah, he will swap into the elite guard disguise. We'll pick up a shotgun directly out of his stash. And yeah, good stuff. From Friv there. Astori once more has a shotgun from the morgue. Why couldn't Frivolous has bought the Snell for MSC and used the guard? I don't know, because he didn't feel like it. You might need a crowbar to get down to the chef or something. I don't know. I don't play Seagal much. I do, but I don't play chef spins like this much. So there you go. If I see chef, you start in chef. That's basically my rule. But we'll do a change up here. We'll smartly go for the MOC himself first, which is a sensible distraction, of course. Once you distract him, the custodian will start turning back around. But he will be seen throwing it by the guard. Actually, I'm pretty sure. So we won't have any success in that manner. We'll have to try something else to grab the MOC and actually like start the lure here to get Zoe. God, I forgot the word. Isolated. God, how can I forget the word isolated? Wow. Basic English lol.
They won't hate it, Mr. Fenniger. Huh? Calm down, calm down. I'll check it out. They won't hate it, Mr. Fenniger. It's just an...
But yeah, Frivolous once more trying here. Didn't wait long enough for the guard to go around there, so we'll distract him. Unfortunately, we'll have his eyes glued onto the custodian and we'll get a knockout anyways. Mr. Finnegan looking out the window now for a safe knockout. Nicely done, Friv. As Astori will once more now get the lure off onto Zoe successfully. And actually, you know, if he could definitely make us. Oh no, he can't because he's not. Yeah, no, never mind. I was about to say Astori could actually make a peekaboo on Severe, but of course the chef is not trespassing up in the Hyperborean area, and he's gone flying. That's great. That's great. IOI, good game. You kill the target and you crash. Pog. Like that is Pog. Wow, always when I'm admin, bro. Yeah, I sent him a DM. Just in case you don't want him missing any kills. That's the most important thing here. Can some more experienced admin actually give me the lowdown on what happens with crashes? Because I'm actually not too sure. It's rules for every different server. Yeah, hopefully it's all fine for Astori. Formerly known as Shurk, of course. So hopefully it's all fine as Frivolous will have Zoe approaching for him here. And just flicking between DMs and channels, etc. Hoping for the best to come through here. Just want Astori to be okay. Of course, always offline on Discord as well, so that's always good to see, as Frivolous will get a knockout onto Zoe and her guard there. Does have a successful isolation, will box the guard, has a shotgun, or has a shotgun even ready for Zoe down here. We'll just have to go grab a chef disguise. Shouldn't be the hardest getting back up to here, you could argue, but it's just a long trek really, isn't it? Yeah, whenever I don't crash, it's always someone else that does. Common OBSL. Well, what do we do here? Crash is only a race benefit. Oh no, I thought it could have it. It could have. But yeah, I was talking about for Shurk, he would have been in a probably a safe position. Oh my god, Frivolous, what the fuck? How's he got everyone's attention? Sorry, I've just really got baffled by it. I was about to talk about the story, but what I was looking at Shurk. What did Friv just do to have all them guards panic like that? He shot someone's hand. Ah. But yeah, I was talking about for a story. He's in a really good position there, just got the Zoe kill, of course. And I was really wondering, you know, could potentially done a peekaboo, but didn't have the chef disguise, of course, is not trespassing, but he had the guard disguise there. I could have swapped into guard disguise and gone up and got that peekaboo onto Sophia. So that could have been interesting to see if that was the case, if he would have done that, but his stream's still offline. Oh no. Oh, he shot the guard. Oh, that's not good. I've messaged Astori, by the way, so yeah, if it's well, no, he just got the kill down, so they just got the kill down, so there's no reason to Restart, weren't there? I don't know. I'm just going to keep refreshing home for the best, swapping between Discord. So if my commentary is down a little bit, I'm sure you'll be happy about that. I'm just checking Discord, hoping that Astori, everything's alright with him. Still not online. Here's Frivolous once more. We'll be going for this Sophia isolation and kill here. Good stuff from him. He gave up? No! He was going well. Unless, I mean, perhaps, I don't know, his index would have gone offline, but I don't know why he just got the kill perfectly fine. There was no need to, I don't know, I'm not going to speculate anything. I'm just let the game go and carry on as Frivolous. Again, we're getting this Sophia kill, quick fashion, but it does take slightly longer on Zoe one, so to say. Of course, Rip to shoot in the camera box, which, on the girl, you don't really have to do. Yeah, but he is always offline. He's one of them people on Discord that's always offline. Because when I sent him the spin link and he responded to me, then he was offline. So he's like a Gordy. He's like a Gordy, guys. Always offline. Yeah, I hope it's all right. I hope it's all good. But of course, I will keep refreshing, checking Discord. I'm a bit, well, what's happened? But yeah, hopefully it's all good, and we have Frivolous to focus on now, who will successfully get this shot off onto the camera box all good now, and we'll go back out onto the helipad to work his way into the MOC room here. Yeah, good stuff for sure from Frivolous, who are now, what's he gonna do with the MOC? I mean, could you just rush in and just knock out all three straight away? It could be hard, I suppose. I would imagine in the issues, but yeah, I hope it's just. I mean, I hope it's nothing, you know. But in best case scenario, I hope it's just something little minor, like an internet issue. Not something major. Bit scary, yeah. And he's finished. He's finished. What? I'm gonna have to decline that. That's really sad because he's not live. Oh no, that's really sad. Oh no. Well, if it's on VOD, it would have been on here, wouldn't it? So I can't accept that. But it's good signs he has finished the spin, so he knows what he's doing. That is unfortunate. Oh, now he's just messaging me back. Oh God. He can't start the stream again. Oh shit. Well, I don't know. In fun, your experience, Amin, what do I do? Yeah, I messaged him on the side, of course. I sent it with the message, and now he's still on Discord. He's still to be on Discord, so it's all good. It's all good. Frivolous with another restart, however. Story. What's happening? Yeah, I know. So yeah, that's really unfortunate for Astori. Completing the spin and then being told that you can't finish it. That's really unlucky. I can't lie. And I feel really bad. I feel really bad as well. Um, yeah, I don't know. Well, we'll just keep playing and hoping for now. Frivolous once more. We'll get this Sophia kill. He's just struggling a little bit with the aftermaths of the MOC lure for this Zoe kill. But he will keep going for it here. And, it'd be interesting to see if eventually, only 12 minutes left, if we see a change up or if he will keep going for this. It's always an interesting discussion I like to have when do you feel like it's the right time to actually change things up. Is there a right time to change things up, But yeah, I mean, God, whenever I'm admin and casting, shit goes down. Holy fuck. So yeah, it seems to be, we'll just finish off the end of the map, see if Frivolous can actually complete it. Does have the camera box taken care of, so it has 11 minutes now to try and sort something out in this, and we'll be running around trying to get something off for this kill here on 2. So hopefully get the ammo sealer off perfectly. I'm sure that's all he wants at this stage, just to get this down successfully, be able to get the chef disguise and come back with no issue, he's got plenty of time for this. I'm sure he's just hoping in his head, please IOI, just let me go through with green guns. Why can't? Right, I don't know what OBS stuff means. I can't lie. Oh shit! Should I message? Sorry, I was messing a story. Well. Do we have him back? Hopefully, he's saying he found a fix. And wait, look, we have a story. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. We have a story back. It's all fine. It's all fine. See, look, it's all good. It's all good. We're under control. We're under control here. Story once more going with this same zero isolation in the form of the phone directly from the chef starts. Frivolous now with the MOC knockouts. All good. They're causing me panics. So yes, all good that we have a story back. It was nothing wrong with this internet. OBS and Nvidia playback, I think, was going around. And yeah, it's all good. Story back live. Finally. Finally. So yeah. Frivolous now will initiate the sealer. Of course, has a shotgun in the room already. We'll just have to knock out Zoe and her guard. Then go grab the chef. It's not exactly the hardest of the disguises to grab in the game, but it's just as simple as a throw distraction or turn on the ice generator. So yeah, I mean, the story's distracting everyone here, but I'm sure he won't care. It gives him the disguise here, actually, just to knock out. And Frivolous does. Oh, I'm sure he don't want this. He has to try and bump Zoe here and try and do something about this. Zoe ain't in a good position for him at all here, and it's gonna be interesting to see how he tries and fixes this. The guard will open the door, and that's actually really nicely done, Frivolous, but she escapes. And her guard will hear the throw distraction, not Zoe. Frivolous does choose to restart during this stage. An interesting decision, you could say. But wow, that is a big restart, especially for a story. Does give him a good lead here, so to say, in this Seagal. Doesn't have anything done particularly, but we'll have this Zoe kill straight away, which Frivolous has been. I mean, look, after Zoe goes past that point, it is trying hard. It's hard to salvage. so I can understand why he's restarted. He just thinks he needs a refresh or something. But Astori does get Zoe off. We'll have to knock out her guard first, of course, and you're just hoping that the phone doesn't actually detonate. But you know, it's enough time for him to pull out a shotgun and pump Zoe in the back of the head. We'll have that first kill done. Just swaps back into the elite guard here and does make his way up the pipe. No, yes, no, have his SMG. We'll drop his shotgun as well, and then he will come back up here and yes, no, I'm sure he'll be racing to finish his spin here on Artisagad, of course. Picked by him, so I'm sure he wants to finish his spin in the best way possible. Will come down here, of course. I argued last time that he could have stopped into actually the guard disguise, not the elite guard, and been able to, you know, actually get a peekaboo off onto Zoe. But he won't opt to do so here. He will go into this room here. Just tell you what cameras is that? Yeah, fair enough. I respect it. Again, I sound cameras aren't usually an issue on Seagal, but you know, if you've got time to do so and you can do it safely, why not? As Sophia is just wasting her time downstairs at the moment. Is he gonna? Oh, the story. Don't stop it. There's no shot this works. No, because people inside hear it, and yeah, that's too many people for Zoe to investigate there, surely. And yeah, it will be someone else. Unfortunately for a story, someone else will investigate that. So we'll have to waste a bit more time, so to say, up in this top area. And it'll be interesting to see what he does for the Zoe Sophia kill, even if he can potentially get that off in time here. Frivolous. Not opting to knock out the people in the MOC room just yet. We'll actually opt to take out the camera box first. And focus on moving on to actually clearing out the MSC room, which he has struggled with recently, you could say. Astori will place down the phone for Sophia here, come up the stairs, and so basically see a peekaboo in place, but he won't opt to do that. Will Sophia see the phone? Will she? You'd hope. Yeah, she does, of course she does. Why wouldn't she? Why am I doubting? He will pick her back up and move. This is really good from Story here, but no, he'll just lose her. Why should he see it? Why should she see it even? Why should she? We'll detonate it here, but it will just create lots of attention for Story, and we'll have to knock out her guard, who is being a bit awkward, so to say. But you know, it's pretty simple to grab the castle staff anyways. After this point, it's not the end of the world, of course. We could potentially just see the radio at this point. The second cycle radio is not a bad option. We're waiting around, what, 2 minutes for it to happen, so really at the end of the day it's not that bad. And it will use the panel out here, the fuse box, for the castle staff disguise. Of course you have your methods, but now in the red zone, as I like to call it. Frivolous is still clearing out the MOC room. The Story now does have a castle staff distracted, of course, has his pistol on him already, so doesn't have to worry about grabbing one of them from somewhere, and hopefully could get this kill done very soon. But he's doing a lot of dialogue, which will waste more time, but he has definitely enough time to actually get this kill down, goes to the helipad exit if he wants, you know. So not that bad for Story here, not that bad of a situation at all. Frivolous, it has to be quick, just starting the MOC lure now. It's going to feel like a very quick 4 minutes for him, I'm sure of that. Yeah, it's good to see we have a Story all here. As the castle staff now, and at this point, mate, just hide in the radio room and don't trigger any more conversations, because the more conversations you trigger, the longer you're waiting for that radio. So hopefully he does just hide in the radio room shortly, so he doesn't trigger anything between the NPCs and Sophia. Of course, you don't want that. It just wastes time. You see this often, especially on Wilton Creek. But Frivolous does have Zoe approaching here. We'll shut the door and we'll knock out her guard and gets them in a nice order this time. No worry about trying to bump them. It's successful in that regard, and the Story is waiting by the radio, so hopefully he does get this. I mean, if he doesn't, he will be in a spot of bother. So hopefully it all goes well for him here, as Frivolous does have Zoe knocked out, boxing the guard. All good for Friv here. Just have to try and get past the final step here, really. That final hurdle, grabbing the chef's disguise and coming back in it. That's where he has restarted, mostly, the most frequent times. So hopefully it's all good for him here as he will be going around the outside past the ceremony to get his way down to the kitchen. Astori running around. Look at this. I'll re-rate this. Keep a 47 fit. It's always appreciated. But yeah, Friv will make his way down here into the kitchen, which is of course right to his left here. Just probably gonna be the standard what we see on Segal with the chef. Better not run out of stamina. 47's gonna become so weak in the calves that he can't turn on the radio. But imagine, yeah, if stamina was a thing on this game. Imagine how shit Mumbai would be. Having to walk around Mumbai because you run out of stamina. But Frivolous now has Chef Disguise. Could possibly now be the hardest part of spin, getting the chef back to Sophia. But you know, he has the gate open. It shouldn't be that bad. But you know, could potentially be causing a little bit of issues here as Sophia is approaching for Astori. If this turns out to be a photo finisher, I'm going to lose my shit. I really am. It should be fine. Yeah, I don't know, because the story does now get Sophia with the Frivolous. Oh my days. Will be running his way through the helipad here. Of course, is trespassing. Astori does get the attention of Sophia's guard. Yes, he does. It could potentially be wasting a little bit more time here, and will also get a knockout onto her guard. Does get the kill. Will stop into the guard. This guy, of course, is trespassing out there, so it could potentially be wasting a bit more time here. He does realize he's trespassing. He'll have to go back in here and swap back into the disguise. Astori does have the elite guard. Will be making his way down, but so does Frivolous. Will be jumping out the window here, and will be pressing finish first here. Astori, a couple seconds later, both exiting here, and let me just wait for Astori to press done. Let me just wait. I need to try and do maths now after Astori press done. He is finished. Will hasn't pressed done yet, so I can't confirm. Press done, bro. Astori, press done. I don't know when you finished. Oh, body found. Okay, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. Well, it's not good. It's not good, but it is good for me. So I don't have to work out for a finish. So, I feel really bad for Astori because I've said that. But yeah, we'll be Frivolous. Taking the gal right at the end. God, what a spin that was, and we'll head into a short break so I can do my admin work, and we can have a quick break after that long Segal, which is of course a very thrilling map.
Good morning, 47. We have a lead on the Shadow client. ICA White Hats have traced the anonymous data received by our clients to one Olivia Hall, brilliant young hacktivist and suspect in a dozen cases of cyber vandalism. Using onion routing with state-of-the-art encryption, Hall went to a lot of trouble to stay untraceable. She is good, but we are better. Her digital trail has led us to a remote farm in Colorado, where satellite footage has revealed what appears to be the training camp for a private militia, led by an already registered target, Sean Rose, Australian environmental terrorist and explosives expert wanted for a series of public bombings. Rose was spotted near the scene of Thomas Cross's kidnapping, which makes him our prime suspect for the Shadow client. Spurred by Eric Sodas, the ICA Board of Directors has asked us to infiltrate the farm and eliminate Sean Rose, along with 3 other prominent militia members. Ezra Berg, retired Mossad interrogator, Penelope Graves, former Interpol anti-terror analyst, and finally Maya Parvati, former assassin and gunrunner for the Tamil Tigers. I'll be honest with you, 47. I consider Eric Soda's reasoning hasty and ill-advised. Now, we cannot go against the wishes of the board, but we can conduct our own investigation. Whether a direct threat to the ICA or not, we need to know the Shadow client's true agenda. I will leave you to prepare.
So welcome back here. Colorado will be our second map picked by Frivolous after that thrilling Segal. God, I'm tired after that already. All it took was one Segal, and I'm tired. The back and forth. The body found the last moment for Astori was heartbreaking. I was there on the admin because I was on the admin page where I could directly say what the photo finish window was. I didn't see the reason. I was like, why is the story not pressed done? Oh yeah, because you actually fucking finished. But Colorado definitely be a good map next. I want some good spins. I want to see some entertaining, thrilling spins back and forth. Close spins more than anything. It's always going to be a good map. We see Frivolous playing Colorado 3 times. We're on every single occasion. So it's going to be a tough job for Astori here. Frivolous is definitely well practiced and experienced on Colorado, so it's definitely going to be a tough map for him to take. But you know, like we saw on Scale, anything can happen. We could see Frivolous come to the same streaming issues here. Hopefully not. Just for everyone's lives to be easier. But yeah, it's definitely going to be an interesting map. I say the most in Colorado is arguably, it is the hardest map, the hardest roulette map. Purely based on the fact that you can literally rip fucking everywhere. There is not a space where you can't rip. You can literally just be running through the main part of Colorado and then you rip. You can rip everywhere in this map, and it's brilliant because of it, I think. And
Agent, get ready.
yeah, it's definitely going to be very interesting what we see in the approach from both players here. As last spin will be coming through, and it will be Sean Rowe's old axe as the suit, Penelope Graves next up as the hacker, Ezra Berg, Cleaver as the explosive specialist, and Kitchen Knife Militia Soldier for Maya. So, you know, not particularly hard spins, so to say. You could say Sean is really the only hard one there, being suit, but we possibly see the mansion be used. Grabbing Sean back at the mansion, of course. No live kills. Yeah, that's always disappointing on Colorado when there's no live kills, isn't there? Next up is boring, I agree. But yeah, it's definitely going to be a simplistic spin, so to say. Nothing that's not hard on Colorado, you know what I mean? As a story loads in multiple Frivolous. Frivolous is not even opting for a stash, just has a Kruger, Trank, and a crowbar. Standard loadout, so to say, on every thing. Sub 5 spin. There you go. See, Danny Viewer says it's a sub 5 spin, so I expect this to be record spin, and if it's not, I'm going to be very disappointed. Hacker Disguise, yeah, but if you know how to go, Hacker Disguise is not annoying at all. So it's just them little finicky things that if you can just do, you're in for a good time on this spin. It's definitely not exactly the hardest. There's nothing. Maybe the Sean kill. Other than that, there's something really silly to rip on the explosive specialist as well. You could argue there's nothing really silly that you can do wrong and rip to. And I'll say that, and someone ripped to something really silly. As both players, all starting, of course, as the West Bridge, getting isolation onto Ezra straight away in the basement, then getting one onto Penelope upstairs before dragging her also into the basement. And this next part of the spin's going to be interesting. Of course, as Mr. Soldiers by Maya, you know, like it's not a long kill for her either. Frivolous will drag Maya into the basement here. But yeah, really good start from both players. Frivolous, thank you. I was about to say, don't you dare swap to that Mr. Elite inside, of course. We'll swap to the one outside. Won't opt to dump him over the stairs. We'll actually opt to dump him in the box here. So a bit of added time, you could say, but you know, ain't gonna be doing anything in that bit, so it's all good. So yeah, the story now will be shooting the generator, then of course doing a chain lure onto Maya. Frivolous will be doing the exact same thing very shortly. You know, it's not the end of the world here, really. It's just, am I mixing targets? What did I mix up this? Mate, I am. Well, I'm guessing it was Penelope and Maya, I suppose. Go on, Sparkles, intrigue me. What did I mix up this time? What major fuck up did I do this time? But yeah, the story now does get a knockout onto Maya. Frivolous shortly behind here, getting the chain lock. Oh, but she doesn't hear it. We'll still use the crowbar, and she won't respond to this. She won't investigate it. We'll smartly pick up a wrench here to use for the distraction now. Good bit of awareness there from Frivolous. Noticing that she said dragon. Oh, did I say that? That is a really major fuck up, isn't it? God, I need to actually watch the game, don't I? So yeah, Frivolous does get a successful chain load now onto Maya. We'll have a knockout very shortly, and a story now. Grabbing a malicious soldier here, we'll do a throw distraction into this room. The spot he's going to do this knockout is actually quite scary. You don't have to do a throw distraction, of course. The guard on the sofa is sleeping, and it's the least of a motherfucker in existence. We'll get a knockout onto him. Oh, fine. And we'll box him here. And hopefully he has the kitchen knife, which he got on route to Maya. I don't think he did, so we have to have a slight detour for that. Other than that, not much wrong here. Thankfully, the cleaver and kitchen knife in very similar spaces, so not much lost there. As Frivolous, he's gonna. Oh, if he does this kill in here, I'm gonna respect this Frivolous. He's left the old axe, of course. It is a suit kill, so we'll have his job, we'll have his work out. Of course, it's not exactly the most difficult of things. You'd just rather have him in the house, you would suppose. So it's definitely very interesting here. Astori will be getting the first kill. Will be my Frivolity. Kitchen knife as the militia soldier, as Frivolous in the militia elite. Will be going to grab the kitchen knife and the cleaver as well. Astori in the meantime does grab the old axe here, so it seems to be doing the Sean kill in the house itself. Like, it does make sense to why he would do it in the house instead of the oh god, in the hut itself. How am I forgetting the simplest of English words? Astori will be getting the piston soldier here, pretty standard. By the kitchen knife as well, so not much wrong with this at all. It's interesting to see if this actually takes more or less time than the other two that we saw Astori get, as he will now be grabbing the explosive specialists. Sure and soon that's spoilers, cause that's what I'm worried about. It is definitely safe to get him in the house. But you know, Frivolous, he has won Colorado 3 times in all his appearances here, so like, I'm not going to doubt him to do it. Does, of course, we'll have a technician disguise to swap into, but it could be a bit risky as a story now. We'll have the explosive specialist. We'll have to run back to the house here. Sean is already on his way back. We'll have to be a bit quick here to try and get there in time. Look at that. Look where Sean is. Definitely have to be quick here if he wants to try and make sure. Of course, has his suit left there already. Left it just by the basement, and yeah, definitely has to be a bit quick. I mean, you could argue this is actually the one thing Frivolous doesn't have to worry. He doesn't have to worry about any time constraints with this Sean kill. That is definitely a benefit with what he's doing. You could argue. Where's his suit? Where is his suit? We'll get the Ezra kill while he's here and swap into the militia elite. It'd be a sensible choice if he would do the kill right here. Of course, all he needs is a throw distraction and or even a knockout, and try and just drag him round. It will open the door here. Where is Sean going? He's right there. We'll get distracted by the gold bar, so we'll move him ever so slightly. Of course, you'd have a knocked out Maya, so you don't really want him seeing that body at all, or either the bodies for that matter. Could be a bit risky. As Frivolous will also be approaching the house here, has the explosive specialist, of course, with the cleaver. Astori now will be doing the chain low of the gold bar. Will grab his attention, but can't do so. And yeah, Frivolous will be getting this kill down. So both players with 2 kills down. Frivolous will have another one shortly, you would say. All he needs is the hack disguise, but he still has the highest task in getting to Sean Rose in his hut as the suit, which is it's going to be impressive if he can pull it off. You know, not exactly the most favourable things to do, but it would be really good to see. So yeah, definitely going to be an interesting one here. Astori will get a seeker off. I'm not sure. I can't lie. Do he go out into the back garden from there? Yeah, he does go out into the backyard, doesn't he? Oh no, I don't play Colorado at all. Oh no, he goes into. Oh, then this is fine from the story. This is all good getting him here. This is going to be definitely going to be a close. Actually, you would say the story has the lead getting Sean here, so to say, doesn't have to run as far in the suit to get the kill down. Frivolous does get a hacker disguise here, so we'll have this my kill. This fucking hell, I did it again. This Penelope kill done very shortly, and yeah, both players basically just the the Sean kill left. Story does still have to grab a hack disguise, so actually not all done. It'll be interesting to see what one goes for. It does have a trank, so could use one of them here. I only had one, however, so I can't just trank both these. Why do targets in the collar not use? I don't know why they don't, but they just don't. So anyway, to put it, they just don't. But Frivolous now in his ducky suit, working his way through the apricot fields to Sean Rose. Definitely be a real challenge, but you know, has a trank, has a pistol. That's all he needs, right? Right. We'll get a trank off. We'll be seeing the tranked body, but you know, it's all fine. It's only a tranked body, guys. As the story will get a side, not a psycho. You don't want a psycho at the moment. A corner subdue onto the militia elite here. Frivolous working his way around as the suit. Definitely getting a bit interesting. Run where he has no forces, of course. The trank made that happen, and good from Frivolous here. Nearly all there, and does get round Frivolous. That's very good stuff from the guy, and of course has the old axe here already. So yeah, very good start. But unfortunately, he gets the explosive specialist looking through where he would vault, but does go around the shorter way here. Through the door, has the old axe and has the kill on to Sean Rose. Will swap into the technician disguise and Frivolous as the story restarts. We'll be running to the exit here, and it will be Frivolous taking Colorado here in very good fashion. Very good stuff indeed. GG's from Frivolous indeed on that Colorado. Very good run from him, and it will be him, especially with the story's restart there. Could have been close if he hadn't restarted and had that rip, but it will be Story now with the win on Colorado, and we can say now that it will be Bangkok as our final map here. And yeah, all that is my mistake. I've just snipped a screenshot of the spin. Of course, I'm an admin, so I do know spins. To put in the admin chat, of course, it needs verification, guys. Yeah, my mistake. I didn't account for that. I can't lie. But yeah, Bangkok will be our third map here, the final one in the series. Of course, Frivolous hoping to get the sweep here, so we will head to a short break before having Bangkok even. God, we've just had Colorado Joker. You absolute wow.
Good morning, 47. Your destination is the Himapan Luxury Hotel Resort on the Chao Phraya River, just outside Bangkok. Your main target is Jordan Cross, the lead singer of The Class, a renowned indie rock outfit recording their highly anticipated sophomore album. But this millennial poster boy harbors a dark secret. 1 year ago, promising young actress Hannah Highmore fell to her death from Cross's penthouse loft in Dumbo, New York. According to the police, Miss Highmore's death was a tragic accident, but her parents remain unconvinced. They firmly believe that Cross murdered Hannah and only escaped justice due to the power and influence of his father, billionaire media mogul Thomas Cross. A secondary target, Ken Morgan, corporate fixer and attorney to the Cross family, is also staying at the hotel. Cunning and unscrupulous, Morgan was a key agent in the cover-up of Hannah Highmore's murder and Jordan Cross's subsequent acquittal. The Highmores understandably want retribution, and while the system may be powerless, ICA is anything but. I will leave you to prepare.
So welcome back here. Of course, Bangkok will be the final map here. Another map with Frivolous, likes Gale, has played it once and has lost that occasion. I'm sure he'll be hoping to transform that into one win, one loss of Story. Another map where he has not won it before, or hasn't even played it before, so it's always good to see both players no wins. On Bangkok, of course, both quite new to the scene. Frivolous first RRs, RR 8 or 7? I'm trying to think, what was Frivolous' first RR? Has to have been 8, right? I don't know. But yeah, we have to discuss the 525 record by knee. It's definitely very impressive on Bangkok, but it's definitely beatable since the new changes. Of course, the bread basket being fixed, or being patched, whatever you want to say. Ken Morgan won't go there if he's sick anymore. He will go to the bathroom, so it makes Emetic Ken a lot more viable. So yeah, it would definitely be interesting to see
Prepare
what
yourself.
happens with this Bangkok, what
Duel starts in
approach both
10
players
seconds.
go for. Here's a spin will
9,
come through and it will be drawn across full as the Exterminator
6,
and Ken
5,
Morgan Electrocution
4,
as the kitchen staff. So we should see
2,
Ken be a medic.
1.
You would say
Eliminate
it is
target.
Electrocution. Jordan full as the Exterminator, not that bad of a kill. You probably just see a guard start, get the Exterminator early on and get the peekaboo for Jordan for a quick Jordan kill. You would assume that would make sense, right? I don't know. I don't know Bangkok. I despise this map with a burning passion. But yeah, we do see a story line up for this Bangkok here for the guard starts. Of course, you can just nail everyone off right away for that quick Exterminator grab, or you could literally just do a throw distraction for a Trank. You can't knock him out in that side area. He will get found as Frivolous. Loading a split second before a story here. Good stuff, good stuff. We'll be loading in the guard style. Yeah, we'll do the throw distraction straight off the bat. Did anyone hear it? No, why should they hear it? They'll hear that one though, and story should have this Exterminator come around the corner here. Frivolous running through as the recording crew. It's going to be a bit tougher to get Jordan here, you could say. You would have to do a bit of dragging, you would assume. But, you know, definitely still doable, as he will do the throw distractions. I don't know how this works and how Jordan investigates this, but he does. We play this game and we enjoy it. But Astori will have the Exterminator, will be making his way up here, and hopefully we'll get to the Jordan peekaboo. Definitely make this a really good spin if he can. Does get clipped by cameras. Not that much of an issue though, as he will just come out here and just climb up the pipe. No, we'll go back on himself, of course. He doesn't, maybe might not think there is a pipe that can get up there from that area, but of course there is. Does see that the woman will be coming through into here now, and will come into the security room to try and take out the cameras, but doesn't have anything to take out the cameras with. So I have to come around that issue later, as Frivolous does have a knockout onto Jordan Cross here. Will he be getting the letter? Will he be getting the letter? You would assume maybe for this spin. The basement toilet is definitely a lot nicer than the basement next to the restaurant, as we will see a restart from Frivolous here. Does get a kill onto the recording crew there, unfortunately, as Frivolous is waiting around for Neil to come out the bathroom. Yeah. Oh yeah. I see. So yeah, an early restart from a story here with an NTK, unfortunately. Yeah, a common cool one though. We can all see the final side as Frivolous will now get a Trank off onto gold Neil. We'll come through. Lots of whoosh from Neil's mate. I don't know what Neil's mate's called, so I'm going to call him Neil's mate. And it will be a release start for Frivolous early on. A story does now grab the Exterminator in a bit of a quicker fashion, and will be making his way up the stairs. Oh no, into the hotel itself. This is the west wing in it. I don't know what one's the west and what one's the east side. I can't lie. This is the west one, I'm pretty sure. I hope it is. And he will be making his way upstairs. He won't deal with the cams at the moment. There's no need to. There's no need to deal with them at all if you don't get spotted by them. But yeah, so we have to deal with them later on. But it seems to be he's going for a quick Jordan kill, and I respect that. I do really like this from a story here. We'll climb out over the balcony here, and will make his way up the pipe. I took a shower. Mate, Spice, why are you taking a shower for an hour? How dirty are you if you're having a shower for that long? But yeah, sorry, we'll now get upstairs. Just do the peekaboo. You will miss the peekaboo. Unfortunately, you should be able to get another one off, you would hope. But no, he can't. It's Jordan not going in his way there. We'll probably see another restart. You can't get a full kill off upstairs, can you? For Jordan? I'm not sure. Can you? I don't know. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong, Astori. But Frivolous once more, we get this knockout onto Jordan. Given a bit of a harder task, you could say, with this actual Jordan kill. We'll have to drag him a little bit, but hopefully we will be fine in that regard. As yeah, Astori has some work to do here for sure. We'll get a knockout onto Jordan on Frivolous's end. Story once more. Try and distractions. Try and make something work here. Really good stuff. Frith, we'll leave his recording grab here and we'll swap into the Jordan bodyguard. Potentially it could be easier for him to get the letter. I don't know. You might even go, "Do you know what? I'm not doing the letter. I'm stubborn." No, it's all good. Frivolous will be making his way down the pipe once more. This time it's the bodyguard disguise, not the recording crew. Make his way up here anyways. And yeah, really good stuff there from Frivolous. Astori getting another peekaboo. This time onto one of the bodyguards down here. Definitely, I think it's just making it a little bit easier and just softening up this area, you could say, to make the kill onto Jordan itself just a lot easier and manageable. In whatever fashion he does it with. But he does manage to get a throw distraction this time though with the bodyguard to keep this coming through here.
Crazy bastard.
Tight security, man. Good to know.
So yeah, Frivolous now will be grabbing a kitchen staff disguise here. Good stuff, making really good progress on the spin. Opting for this cane kill first, it seems, before targeting the Jordan kill. Of course, has Jordan I said already. Bit of thing through there on Frivolous's end. Really good stuff here. The story waiting just in this bathroom here. You know, it's the same story on Scary, just waiting for the second cycle in the first for this first kill. And that's what we saw. Same story on Scale. Nearly worked for him, unfortunately, but of course the Constant did find the body of Sophia, wasn't it? I can't remember. The girl Stinky Constant. We'll wait him, don't we? But Frivolous now making his way into the basement. Of course, you do have this as an option after doing the letter, and I think he has done the letter. So you might see this be done. Of course, a guard will investigate this, but can knock him out very promptly. Hide his body, no issue here. But a story. As soon as he drops down, is that when that is a pain, man? As soon as he goes to the kill, as soon as he leaves, is that when Jordan comes? Oh no, someone investigated him. Okay, good little escape plan there, wasn't it, for a story? And will he be doing the throw distractions now to Jordan? Don't know. It's gonna be interesting. Here, Frivolous does a knockouts onto the guard here, just to make his life a lot more easier. Really good stuff from Frivolous as the exterminator finally does get found for a story. Lots of whoosh from the recording crew will be investigated, but can get the distraction off onto Jordan again before the other recording crew causes him any issues here. We'll have to try and do something with Jordan while he waits for the recording crew to go away. Don't risk knocking him out. If you have to, just do another throw distraction. Door will shut, however, and he will be able to get a knockout onto Jordan here. Now this drag's going to be very interesting what he does with it. Of course, still has camera problems, which you could say is the hardest part about this map. The recording crew does walk away, so he could go for the kill now, and he will start dragging Jordan. This is going to feel like a very long drag. He's committed. You have to keep going. You have to keep going here. The recording crew won't move out the way, and he retreats. He retreats here. Story not opting to go with the Jordan kill yet. Might opt to try and do something with this guy, perhaps. If he has a seeker or something, you could seeker him. Actually, no, he won't seeker. We'll go to the bathroom. We'll opt to trank him over, which might cause a bit more problems here. Of course, he won't move in. His body will be found. By whom? Oh, that's not good for him either, is it? This made the situation worse. He's got more chance of being found. But he goes down in a nice area. He will move out the way soon as well. So we could see it. But distractions everywhere from the screaming recording crew. Is it? I don't know what's happening for a story. There's lots of things happening. But Frivolous now will get a knockout onto Ken and his bodyguard. We'll have this sorted very shortly. This kill will have to do a bit of dragging down the stairs, but of course all he has to kill up. No eyes around to sort him later on in the round. So yeah, Frivolous will make his way down here. We'll be dragging Ken. Like I said, there's no eyes in his way, stopping him from dragging his body in here. And this is a really nice kill from Frivolous here. Of course, still has that Jordan kills to take care of, but you know, we saw the story is causing him some issues. But hopefully, if the story can do this properly here, so to say, and just commits, he'll be fine. That's what we're going to see from Frivolous as well, as he will get that first kill down onto Ken Morgan. Where's the Exterminator? Is he leaving right now? He was, but the security guard has found a gun. That's unfortunate. But yeah, story now really living, just knocking out everyone, and I respect that. I respect it indeed. We'll be moving the recording crew into the side bathroom. Hopefully, we'll be getting this kill on to Jordan. We'll swap back into the Exterminator disguise. So it seems like he will finally commit to this. The Exterminator now in this room for Frivolous. It's going to be interesting how he deals with the security guard here. Of course, he will move away, so he will be fine just to knock out the hotel staff and the Exterminator himself after this. And he does have the tranks to do so. We'll trank the Exterminator. Doesn't have another one though to knock out the hotel staff with, but of course can just knock out the hotel staff and box him. Good stuff there, as the story does have that first kill onto Jordan. The harder kill done, so to say, but Frivolous now, that will be his focus, trying to get this kill. Nobody's in this area to rip him, everything done by accident, and has a pistol to out cameras as well. This is really good stuff for Frivolous here, as the story does make his way back down the west wing of the hotel. Really good stuff indeed, making his way down the stairs. Now, of course, doesn't matter if he gets spotted by cameras at this rate. He's been spotted. He's been spotted already. As Frivolous will also be aware of that issue with the cameras, and does carefully make his way around. Really good stuff for Frivolous there. Story will make his way into the security room now. It's going to be interesting how he gets the cameras taken care of. Of course, having no weapon or anything. Actually has a Kruger, so it's all fine. We're all good. As a Kruger here, we'll shoot the camera box. Good stuff for a story. Getting his green guns back here. Frivolous behind a story, you could say, in the in-game time, but it's definitely ahead in the spin run, you could say. A really good strat for himself here. And yeah, really good start. Frivolous now does have Jordan's body under his control, and he's running into the same issues, you could say, as Astori has. With all these eyes around, it's going to be hard for him to try and do something with this kill here, and you know, it's definitely going to be really difficult for him to try and deal with it. Astori doing all these distractions, but Frivolous will just commit. And I respect this effort from him. We'll just commit. Hopefully he doesn't get anything wrong. And this is wonderful from Frivolous. This is where we saw the time wasted, you could say, from a story. Like, not one, and that is that is the most frustrating thing in this game. That prompt there. That is the most useless and annoying prompt, and he rips because of it. How silly is that prompt? That he rips because of that. That is so silly in this game. What on earth, man? That is... It's a disgusting thing. It's disgusting to have that there. Frivolous with a really unlucky restart. So deep into the run as well. It's not really what you want to be restarting. And it seems to be the story we'll be going for this hotel staff isolation onto Ken. And I do like this. Of course, you can just get into the toilet with a throw distraction as well. Really good stuff for a story there. And yeah, really good stuff indeed. We'll be making his way through here. Other than that, good stuff. So yeah, Astori just needs to do this onto Ken, and it's pretty simplistic what he needs to do, but hopefully it all goes fine. Frivolous once more doing this distraction off onto Ken. A really unlucky restart. I'll keep going over and over that. That is really unlucky. What does Astori kind of try and do at the moment here? Of course, the kitchen staff does come through out and over here, I think, so you could have a disguise here. Unfortunately, he does have that guy here at the moment running issues, and the bathrooms are free, people just throw distraction anyways, trying to attract someone's attention. I think it's just the waiter here. clearing out before actually doing the lure itself. Actually really smart there. From Astori, we'll get the waiter in here. Really good, of course. There is a box in one of these bathrooms I can never remember, but he should be fine here to... oh yeah, he does get the one with the box, and that's good stuff from Astori. Really good to see. But yeah, he will have this onto Ken very shortly. Yeah, and that's a really good start for Ken. For Ken? God, I never knew the brick was playing. Everyone, we start calling the story the brick. So yeah, he will get this lure off on to Ken and nice fun. Of course, he won't actually follow you into the toilets. You have to do a throw distraction in that sense to do it, and you have to take it slow here. And that's what the story's doing perfectly fine. As Frivolous will make his way down again once more in the bodyguard disguise. You could maybe see him try and target that Jordan Cross kill before the Ken one this time, as he will get a trank off on to Neil. Good stuff indeed from Friv. Ken not given a toss about where he is. We'll have to do a distraction very soon. If he gets it off, does get one off. Hopefully Ken investigates it, but I think it will be Otis, and yeah, it will be. Of course, can knock out Otis and try and get Ken's attention once more. Shouldn't be the hardest thing in the world to do. We'll do the throw distraction. We'll be heard by the hotel staff. Okay, he's just getting rid of the people. It's not that bad from a story. Just going here. I'm sure he doesn't want to rip a 30 minutes in-game time. You have to call it a loss, perhaps for him. That possibilities just because of the situation he's in due to his in-game time, so to say. As Frivolous will be making his way down to the kitchen staff. And yeah, wow, it's a thrilling spin, so to say, isn't it? We have a really good time at the moment on this Bangkok, as Story will be getting Ken Morgan's distraction once more here. Very good stuff for Story. Very good stuff. Making his way now. Should have this kill, or isolate, or the kill set up even in very short notice here. And hopefully he can grab a kitchen staff in time to get the kill. Before anything that could go wrong with this game does go wrong. Of course, we'll have Ken's attention. We have to do a throw distraction. I'm sure we'll do that when he's rambling on. There he goes. There he starts to ramble. We'll get a knockout anyways on him here. The door will shut automatically. Good stuff from the Story. We'll drag him into this final bathroom here, where there is, of course, a tap, which he will overflow, and we'll have this kill done shortly. Or, of course, still needs the disguise. Will be investigated by the guy. That is lucky time, you could say, from him getting it on that guy at that specific time. Of course, he's one of them people that come in here that you have to be aware of, and he is good in that sense that he is aware of that. Hopefully, I would definitely just turn off the tap now, please, thank you. So before it just ruins something else, just needs that kitchen staff disguise. Opting not to set up the kill first. I have to go and grab the disguise first, and Story so close to the exit here. If he has a trank, he could just trank this guy. But I think he's wasted them all on this Jordan kill. Just trespassing here is the hotel staff, so yeah, work set up for Story here. Has to try and do something. But is this kitchen staff coming to the bathroom? Is it this guy at the right time? Is it our Lord and Saviour, the Amazon Prime delivery of a disguise? No, no it ain't. Why would it be? Why would it be? The Story, man. Oh, Story's scaring me by the minute not doing this kill. I can't lie. Is this going to knock out this guy? This is going to be a bold move. He just opts to knock out this guy. It is doable, but I'd rather much prefer this with a trank. The woman now going towards the bathroom area. Will this be a potential rib from a Story? No, we'll be smart with it and we'll distract her. Yeah, I'm really nervous now. We're getting towards 10 minutes left on the spin. Oh, Frivolous. Oh, the angles on that woman is really unfortunate for Friv. So we'll have another restart. The Story just needs that kitchen staff disguise, which he hopefully will go and commit to. Now all the people that can go in the bathroom area have gone in there. He will go into this little side room here where there is two kitchen staff. He will. Oh, that was scary. Was he going to knock out one perhaps, and then knock out the other in quick fashion? Would suggest he would be going that way, but won't opt to go with it, and we'll go for a throw distraction into the freezer here. I'm sure there's a box in here, but it won't be heard. We'll have to do another distraction here for it to be heard fully, and a Story hopefully will have this spin done very shortly. And there he is. Boo. There I am. Sorry, just be patient with this, man. We don't want you ripping. We don't want you ripping, my man. Just don't. If he did that throw, that would have been amazing. Stunned. But he will wait for him to leave. And we'll do another throw distraction, waiting for him to turn around the story. Time's running out, but you know, he's doing really well here. Does have that kitchen staff disguise now. Won't opt to box him either. This is ballsy. the way his run's going, you would just box him there. Of course, lots of enforcers here. We'll be aware of them, and he will try and get that story. Don't go around the other way. Go around the other way, away from him to move. There is no way you risk doing this. And he doesn't. That's good. Not being risky is what we like to see, and he will go back to Ken here. Of course, doesn't have the kill set up, but will drag into the puddle here, and will drop his taser, and it will be a story. Getting both kills on Bangkok here. Oh my days. Oh my days. That has not just happened. That NTK has not just happened. I refuse to believe it. I refuse to believe that NTK has just happened. I refuse to believe it. No, I'm angry. that's the one way to put it. I'm fuming. It's a horrific rip. I think that's all the story done. He took a long time on this drawn kill and then the Kane kill. By the time he got the drawn kill, the aiminess was gone. So can he do this final kill? Can he complete the spin? I don't think, unfortunately, he can. So it seems to be heading towards a draw, but Frivolous is not all done yet, of course. Still has Bangkok to try and run through here, and hopefully everything goes swimmingly on his end. Frivolous once more, grabbing this kitchen staff disguise, hoping this is the spin, hoping this is the run to end all runs on this dreaded Bangkok at the moment. The door does shut and he does get a knockout onto the kitchen staff here. Astori once more heading up, and please just try and get the peekaboo off at this rate. The kill for Astori here will be so much quicker if he just commits the actual peekaboo. And I reckon he can actually do the spin if he does opt and go for it. Which he will. Just please, does he get it off? Yes, no, yes. Just about, but he doesn't move in a sensible position where like Jordan will investigate. We'll get another one off, however. We'll run towards the balcony, and Jordan will investigate. Yes, yes. Astori does get the peekaboo off, and hopefully, I mean, if he tranks Jordan here, this would be the move to trank Jordan. You would say, which he will do, I hope. And he does. He will trank Jordan here. Is it found? His body will be found. But he does have enough time here to drag him and dump him. Falls victim as well to this prompt. This is stupid, man. This is silly. This prompt is silly. But hopefully... Yeah, come on. Come on, Iwan. This is definitely a story out of it. I like to say optimistic, but that is a story out. Like, he can't finish the spin in this rate. I can't see him finishing it. A really unfortunate rip there for Astori. 6 minutes left max as the spin time is going down on our final map here. Frivolous just needs Ken to come down here. Hurry up, Ken. I'm sure that's what he's shouting at the moment. Astori still not giving up yet. So yeah, we'll destroy the camera here. That's what we went to last time. Was aware of that and did play around it nicely this time. And yeah, I mean, hopefully Frivolous just doesn't rip. He's the only one who can't finish the spin. Astori has a chance, so to say. So I'm really tired though. But can it happen? I don't know. And hopefully all goes well, as Ken will be approaching Frivolous very shortly. Just reading the letter now. 5 minutes left on our spin. The red zone will commence. Astori does get a peekaboo off onto Jordan. Will stand in his way once more and get another one off, and hopefully get him into a better position this time, which he will do. Ken approaching now for Frivolous. We are in the red zone, likes the gale. We are heading towards the very end of this map as the story will get a trank onto Jordan. Of course, is found, but hopefully can drag him and dump him in enough time. We'll watch out for the prompt. Will not get the prompt. And look at this, the prompt ain't there, and we get the kill. Will climb down here, of course, is no longer trespassing. So first kill done for Astori. 4 minutes 30 left, has camera issues. That's my one worry, is the fact that he has camera issues. But Frivolous does have the kill off onto Ken, just has to drag him down here into the basement. Of course, all he has to kill up. So that's got the Exterminate Disguise, but in a really good position Frivolous is at the moment. We'll get the kill onto Ken now. We'll run out the bathroom. And yeah, hopefully Frivolous just needs that Exterminate Disguise. That's all he needs now at this rate, is the Exterminate Disguise, and hopefully it comes for him. Here's he will be making his way into, what is this, the fumigation room itself? Of course, this is where you can knock out the entire atrium. It's always funny doing that, I can't lie. And he will trank the Exterminate himself. Will knock out the hotel staff and will get rid of him. Astori knocking out everyone in this bathroom now. We'll be on a job here. A man on the mission, Astori is to try and get a spin done. Frivolous to swap back into the Exterminate Disguise and will be making his way upstairs here. 3 minutes fade after the spin. Definitely doable for Frivolous. We'll have to be a bit more careful with this Jordan kill. Of course, Knee had it last time, but we did see the unfortunate rip come through in the form of the dump prompt not being allowed to happen because of the fucking blending prompt. But Frivolous now does need that. Has the Exterminated Disguise, making his way upstairs here. He's waiting for this guy, but of course is not trespassing on the rail itself. So yeah, 3 minutes left total here for our players. Wow, wow, wow. It's going to be really close, 3 minutes. And your favourites will be Frivolous here. For sure, you have to favour Frivolous with this stage. But has Jordan knocked out in a good position? Has Jordan here already? So can just dump him at his own leisure. We'll look around. The more he looks around, the more time he'll waste. And we'll get the dump prompt off this time, not the high prompt. And Frivolous, with both kills down, will be heading towards our exit. And it will be Frivolous taking Bangkok here, our first. First? God, I wish it was our last map. Oh, it is our last. Wait. God. God, I'm on a madness. I'm on a madness. But yeah, it will be Frivolous taking the win here, heading towards the exit. Frivolous is the man on Bangkok to win it at the last second here. A story of a lot down to Ken. Not what we would have wanted. So yeah, definitely Frivolous taking his way down the basement here. Is he taking the tuk-tuk? He's taking the tuk-tuk. It's always respectable seeing the tuk-tuk in play. And we're going to see the tuk-tuk. I can't stop saying tuk-tuk. The word tuk-tuk is a great word. Yeah, and he will be. He doesn't have a wrench. Don't have a wrench. Ah, sigh. Where is the wrench? Just run to main. Friv, you don't have the time. Just run to main. You have 1:40 left. Run to main, Friv. You don't have the time. You're trespassing, but it's all good. Run to main, Friv. And I think he's taking my word for it. He will be run to main. Frivolous in dramatic fashion almost. Taking Bangkok right at the end here. Really good stuff for Frivolous. Run towards the exit. The finish should come through any time now, and it does, and I will accept that straight away. Or has it?
Kill them all, man. Let God sort 'em out.
Has it? Let me refresh my admin page. Oh yeah, well, it has been a issue of victory for Frivolous on Club 27. That's what we will be doing. There will be a 6-0 sweep to Frivolous here. Good stuff indeed, and we will head over to our brackets quickly because I know there are games going on at the moment.
Score